He'll turn The crew goes to a nice retreat at local Wednesday. Small Drex is really good at it too. Oh, did I look like it? Yeah, I did look like it. No excuse.
gotta kill this music because it's dumb. All right.
I can't hear any music.
You can't?
Nope.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Well, I turned it off. I just now turned it off.
Yeah, but I haven't heard any music the whole time.
You what?
I haven't heard any music the whole time.
Oh, sorry.
Who's casting fireball? Lilith wakes up in the middle of the woods suffering from PTSD. Ah!
Only Lilith can prevent forest fires.
It's like a war veteran. You have to poke her with a broomstick to wake her up.
She's got a gun under her pillow.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we are live.
Hey. Okay. Anyways.
Yay.
Hello.
Let's get it started.
All right. So, trying to remember exactly what we did last time. Because it's been like forever.
We talked to Rictavio. We learned of his true identity,
Mhm.
and then he asked us to keep it a secret. Not necessarily a secret, but under wraps. And then we said that's as far as I remember. I'm pulling out trailer right now.
Oh yeah, and you guys demolished the tower.
Yes.
So
Apparently, there's still a guy there.
Yeah, he's under all the rubble somewhere.
And then
he's under like 20 tons of rubble. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Someday we'll see him.
You
And
might.
he cured us from our lycanthropy because he wasn't gonna deal with that shit.
Yeah, because 5e lycanthropy is weak. All it takes is a spell.
No
I remember-
bullets.
I remember in 3.5 you had to hunt down the dude that bit you. But no, it's all right.
Really? Jesus.
Well,
Yeah,
Yeah, you have to find the original source, right?
yeah.
like in the
This
movies.
this takes all the teeth out of it.
Classic lore on that one.
Let's say we go back to 2. Second edition.
Too. What, AD&D?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
How's that? Is it?
Was that the edition? Was that the edition where you had to like transfer gold into experience points so you could level up?
I have the book. Okay.
Protection.
Is that like hardcore mode D&D?
Yes.
Pretty much.
No, I think 3.5 was the hardcore mode because that was the crunchiest one.
I thought we played 4th edition.
No, that's all right.
Oh, and didn't somebody steal something from Small Drex?
No, somebody stole something from you. I remember that.
From me?
Somebody lifted a water skin off of you.
Oh, that's right. Water. Guys, I'm really thirsty all of a sudden.
All right, so all right. So another dawn arrives in the Valley of Barovia. Again, no sunrise. It's more of a gray overcast. Actually, grayer than most days. And let's see here. Who has the highest? Okay, so Small Drax. You awake to the feeling of someone gently kicking you in the ribs. And when you wake up, you see that it is Dr. Rudolph Van Richten standing over you, just kind of nudging you with his boot.
Oh man.
How rude.
I know.
Well, he's not like full on kicking him. He's just like, hey.
I'm just gonna grab his boot. Just be like, stop it. Stop now.
And he goes, okay.
5 more
And
minutes.
I'm awake. What do you want?
he kind of looks around and he's like, hey kid, you got any bones? Specifically vertebrae?
My man, you came to the right place.
He's like, all right, come here. I want to show you a little something. And where you guys have made camp, there's a small clearing, like probably about 20 feet over, and and you could tell that Dr. Van Richten has kind of made like a little path to this clearing. And in that clearing, there is 3 words etched into the dirt. And those three words are wheel, woe, and nothing. And then he asks, "You're a cleric, right?"
Yep,
I'm assuming.
definitely.
Okay. So
That's what he told me anyways.
do you happen to know what the augury spell is?
No, I don't think I've heard of that one.
All right. So he's like, let me see the vertebrae, and I'll show you exactly what it is. he explains that he needs just enough to make a circle around these three words because he's got like real, woe, and then nothing underneath.
I'm gonna take out some of those, just a whole string of vertebrae, no ribs, just the vertebrae, and hold it out in front of him.
Metal.
Will this work?
He's like, I see. I see you carry components with you. You're
I got fingers. I got femurs. What else you need?
no, I just need vertebrae. Old school. I like that. All right. So he takes a vertebrae and he kind of casts them into sort of a rough circle, and he goes, "All right. So listen. Here's what you do. This spell, it's going to kind of point us in the right direction. You have to ask a very specific question, and it's going to tell you what's going to be good for or not. It's going to tell you what the results are going to be within the next 30 minutes. So I'm going to create the spell, and then we're going to ask it. We're going to ask your god or my god, whichever one. I don't really care. We're going to ask us some questions. We get 3 chances. Okay. And I think it's 3 chances. Hold on. Oh, no, sorry. We each get 1 chance. So how this works is that you ask it a very specific question, and it's going to tell if it's good, bad, or not, or nothing.
Okay.
So you want to take the wheel on this one? No pun intended.
Can we consult the group on this? Or is this something for clerics only?
It's a cleric spell, but it would probably be a good idea to
Yeah,
get a verdict on this one.
we've been together on this for a while, the group and I, so I think we should. Let's go back and gather them real quick.
I can respect that.
We definitely have a few questions, though, but I'll confirm with the group.
Okay. So then Van Richten goes back and he kind of does the same boot nudging thing to Vesemir. And then if you don't do anything small Drax, he does it to Talaxia. And then he does the same thing to Lilith. Not right though, because he's
I'm already staring because I'm creepily sitting on the stump like crossed.
I do the Jim Carrey in that movie, Bruce Almighty, when they take the blanket off of him. You start like
just pulls the blanket off.
trying to get away from the light. Just when I wake up, like fine, I'm awake. Jeez, I only get to sleep for 4 hours, and I can't even like enjoy the whole thing.
So yeah, I want to explain to them that he has the spell that can kind of guide us on our quest and tell us whether something is going to be good or bad for us based on the questions we ask. But we get 1 question. So, oh, we lost Aaron.
Oh no.
The spell took Aaron.
Oh, no.
It requires a sacrifice.
That's what I didn't tell you. I am a grave domain cleric, after all.
Where do you think I got the bones from?
Okay. So while she looks in, what questions do we want to ask?
Now, and Van Richten says, now keep in mind, it's going to affect how it's asked and who it's asked by. So, for example, if Smaldrex says, would it be a bad idea if Talaxia fell down this well? For him, no, because he's not the one falling down the well. But for her, Yes.
So the spell will say for you. The spell will say no.
Yes.
Okay.
So I craft a very specific question.
Yes.
We could ask
We met this old lady.
cards.
What are the pies made of?
That's the question.
It has to be like it has to be like a yes or no question. It can't be.
Were the pies made out of kids?
Or just human in general.
It's people. The empanadas is people.
It was delicious, regardless. I think Erin just got her pizza, so.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I was
So,
thinking. I was thinking something about the festival and Strahd like coming to the city at that point.
I was thinking something about the cards.
Right.
Like maybe one of like trying to figure out where the location of the mountains that they were talking about in one of the cards was.
Can you guys hear the background?
A little bit. Very faintly. It's not really noticeable.
Okay, let me know if it gets too loud.
Yeah.
What about that ancient religion?
So we pull the conjurer, which is a dead village drowned by river, which we have a vague idea of where that could be, right?
Mm-hmm.
A vague idea.
Yeah, because the hunters mentioned something
Okay.
along those lines. Then we have the Avenger, the Dragon's House, which we also have a vague idea of that, because Rictavio told us that this was the house of dragons. The Hooded One, it's a faceless god. He awaits you at the end of the long, windy road deep in the mountains. The Sword of Light. The Sword of Sunlight, to be precise.
No. No, it's just a sword of light. It's not a sword of sunlight.
No, yeah, okay.
I know what you're talking about. Shut up.
You gave me this to copy and paste.
Don't matter.
Which we don't have an idea. We don't have any idea of what this is about yet.
Remember, it has been in the form of a yes or no question.
I know.
So-
I'm just trying to find out the most proper way to ask anything.
Oh, there's the cards. I couldn't figure out how to get them. Okay.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
I'm trying to find my notes about the cards.
Give me just a moment.
I mean, you can just use the Trello. Jeez.
Yeah, I didn't scroll to the right. I'm on a small monitor. It's a 720p monitor. My second one. Yeah, right. I got it at Goodwill for like $9.
Oh,
so
okay.
it's
all right, that's fine.
yeah, it's super tiny. Then the layout on here is huge.
Just squint. How about we ask them something simple like, if we go to the winery, would we die?
Yeah.
Oh, magic conch.
That's so
Nothing.
sweet. Your wisdom.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is too much. I can't handle this much responsibility.
Essentially, what this is, what this is, and it's essentially kind of like a compass,
Right.
where if you say something like, "Would it be a good idea if the group goes to X location?" and if it says wheel, that means it'll be good for you guys to go. If it says woe, it means it'll be bad. If it says wheel and woe, that means that it'll be good, but you'll probably encounter something. If it says nothing, then that means there's nothing there for you.
Okay.
Okay.
How many times can we do this during the day?
During the day, as many times as whoever has the spell slots for it.
How's
It is.
Rictavio doing with spell sets?
It's a second level spell slot. Ugh. Oh, excuse me. It's a second level spell slot, and he has enough to do it a couple more times.
All right. What is the name of the hill that we have to go to?
Yesterhill.
Would it be a good idea to go to Yesterhill? How about that question?
That's a little open-ended.
Would we die?
Yeah. Well,
Hey, is that a, hey? Can we go to Yesterhill? Yeah, sure. I mean,
Yeah, you can
I mean, I'm a spell, not a cop. I can't stop you.
go. No, but I mean, you can do whatever you want. I can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Should we go to Castle Ravenloft?
No.
That's
Big
the
fat.
Hard whoa. The word "whoa" grows red in the sand.
But yeah,
What
yeah.
about something to do with that ancient religion for the book that Talaxia got? I
Well,
don't know
it
if we
can't.
can find where they're at.
It can't tell us like any details or anything. So what would you ask that
Oh, yeah.
that he can answer in yes or no?
I was gonna say, can we actually find them? But yeah, it's at the no.
Is the guy under that under that tower alive or dead?
Is he over there?
Nothing.
Is Rictavio a cool guy? Oh,
Nothing.
he stayed quiet.
Okay.
All right, let's ask if it's a good idea to go to the Yesterhill.
Sounds good.
Yeah, what's up? You're gonna say something?
Nope.
All right, small Drax, ask the question.
All right. Will it be a good idea for us to go to Yesterhill?
All right. And when when you say that, Rictavia takes out a dagger, kind of puts it between the triangle of words there, and for a second, the dagger just kind of goes one way, goes another way, goes, and then it kind of falls in between wheel and woe.
Oh yeah, it's so helpful.
This is so great. Alright, so do we want to try to save the sacrifice? Or do we want to try to go get my alignment taken care of?
Well, I figured we were gonna do both.
We're off
Right.
to see them.
I mean, because like the winery is right here, and then the hill is like down the road. So we can do. It's up to you guys. I'm down for whatever. Why is the winery? This is a side quest, right? Let's just go to do the alignment thing.
Yeah,
And then depending on how beat up we are, we can go on the way back to the winery.
it's fine. It'll heal all of us once my alignment's taken care
Or
of.
we can just go straight to this town right here.
You got
Yeah.
a what?
Or we can just go straight to this town right here.
That's entirely up to you guys. It's your adventure.
Let's do it.
Let's fix our alignment.
Yeah, let's do that.
Which one we reach the alignment first, and then we can just continue on to save that sacrifice.
Wait, what sacrifice are you talking about?
Yeah, what sacrifice?
Wasn't
Wait.
there a girl being sacrificed? Oh no, that's my alignment change. Just kidding. I'm confusing.
Wait,
That's
what?
That's your what?
Wasn't there a girl being sacrificed or someone being sacrificed here by a cult that we had to go save?
Oh, wasn't that like the hill that you have to go to?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sorry.
Yeah.
Just a lot of storylines the past couple weeks. It's fine. Continue.
Yeah.
I'll
So
do-
they're
How did you
connected.
guys
Fucking
get
A.
sacrificed?
I vaguely remember something about somebody in danger or something like that, but
Yes.
I think it had to do with like the dream that you had.
I'm so sorry, guys. My pizza man came, my internet blipped out, and I got locked out of my house momentarily because my roommate went for a walk and I didn't have my keys with me. So sorry about that.
It's okay. You haven't missed much.
Yeah, we
Okay,
missed,
I'm back now. I'm here.
You
We're
literally
all-
missed nothing.
Like,
Yeah.
Apparently,
So
we're gonna
sorry about
sacrifice
that.
somebody.
I don't. What are you guys?
Okay, sacrifice somebody? Oh my god. Okay. Okay.
No, the patron. I'm pretty sure that was the quest that I was sent on. But there was,
Yeah, there were like 3 quests, wasn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Then there
Well,
was, like,
none of them was about a sacrifice.
was there like a girl in trouble?
This
No.
was totally the thing.
What?
Alright, continue on. We can continue on while
Alright.
I find this in my notes.
We're just making up quest lines.
to the hill.
Yeah,
Right?
we just start heading down that way. Over here, anyway.
Okay. Yeah, to the sacrifice.
I go ahead of the group because I have the highest passive perception. I'm just
Do
looking
you?
over.
Redemption. We have to go to the ancient hill and prevent the ritual.
The ritual. That's what it was.
Sorry,
Yeah, that was
not
the hell that's over here.
sacrifice. I just tossed in sacrifice for funsies.
Ritual sacrifice.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
talking
Same
They're close. Hey,
Ritual
Ritual.
sacrifice.
ritualistic sacrifice.
Yeah.
I mean, is there any other kind of sacrifice?
Exactly.
Not.
none that are that fun.
All right, we're there.
Alright,
Guys, we need some espresso. We need to work on this.
Oh jeez.
marching orders. I go up front.
I go in the middle.
I have a little drum.
Oh.
But I'm like really out of sync, because I'm not a bard.
Could I whittle a flute out of a bone, and we could just like be like a Civil War, like squad rolling down the road?
And somebody's got to have the bandage on the head and holding the flag.
Someone hold the flag.
And the
Yeah.
flag in the back. Octavius is like, what are you guys doing?
Octavio's heavily reconsidering his options. Right now.
We have
What
that
did I
effect.
sign on for?
We have that effect on a lot of people.
He's like, I could always just leave. I could just leave right now. Nobody would notice.
I'm kidding. I don't have a drum.
Oh.
It would have been pretty epic, but no.
By the way, I kind of imagine Rictavio kind of sounds like, not Rictavio, Van Richten kind of sounds like Clint Eastwood to me. So, all right. So, marching orders. So, stop it.
I'm somewhere in the middle.
I got second.
I guess I'm last.
And so Alexis bring out the rear. Actually, Ryden is, but he's over here. He's still stuck on the leg.
Oh no.
He's sleeping through.
All right. So, just got to make a couple of rolls real quick. Oh, shit. Okay. So, you
I
don't
got
get.
a green dragon that shows up.
Hold on. Wow. That was my very first roll, too.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Sweat. We got this, guys.
I saw you guys play last week.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, you guys actually don't get very far. You get up to about, actually, right where Vesemir is. When suddenly, you see a figure walking alone with the stride and bearing of one who knows no fear. Clad in rusty armor, it clutches a gleaming longsword, and its pale hand it looks ready for a fight. And
no.
give me just a moment. Oh my god, I can't stand this map situation.
So sorry.
It's not your fault.
Do we want to fight this, guys?
I don't know. Is he threatening us?
Hey, Rictavio, you know this dude?
Just ignore Ryan. He's going away. Bye.
Oh,
Is he like looking at us, like coming at us, or we're just passing him on the path here?
it's like a small path and it's really awkward, so like we have to like spread it a little bit and then like you're like, oh, say hi, you know.
So actually, what it is that at first you kind of get the idea because the way it looks, especially Vesemir, you would know this. Most of all, get the fuck back there. you would know this most of all. It looks more like a zombie. And at first you think it is, but then as you approach it, somebody makes a noise or what have you, and it turns around and its eyes, you could see there is an intelligence there, something that a zombie does not have. And the figure kind of looks like this.
Oh, wow.
Ah,
By the way, Andrew,
yeah.
I hate that they show the name of the creatures.
I know, that's all right.
Aw.
Would I know anything about the creature more specifically, or is it just?
Roll me a.
No, it's gonna go great.
No. I don't know. Hold on. Actually, that's a good question. Let me see.
I can do athletics, intimidation, investigation, perception, or stealth.
You don't have like a religion or history?
Nope.
Does anybody have a religion or history?
Remember, my thing is that I investigate death.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I have
Religion, I'm not very good at it though.
our history.
Hold on,
I can give it a shot in history. I don't
Oh.
know. Here we go. There goes nothing.
Oof.
Uh-huh.
Good night, guys. It's a real good night.
Oh, this is gonna go so well.
Yeah. Really awesome.
Okay. So, hold on. Okay, so when it sees you guys approach, it has its longsword out, and at first it kind of seems to be sort of like scouting the middle distance, like off to the horizon, but then as when it notices you, it takes its longsword and kind of gets in not a battle stance, but more like a sort of ready
Right.
sort of stance.
I tell it,
And
we mean you no harm.
and it says in a voice that's raspy, like tree branches rustling against dead leaves. Be ye enemies of Strahd.
Wait, what? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that part.
Be ye enemies. Sorry. It asks, "Be ye enemies of Strahd?"
Yes.
Yeah, solid. Yeah.
It's gonna go either way, guys.
Yeah.
Either Strahd killed him or he's a servant of Strahd.
Strahd's the worst.
He sucks.
Down with Strahd.
You see these bones?
He sits. He doesn't sit. He stands and he thinks for a moment. And you see, when he straightens himself, his armor becomes a bit more clear, and you see that he's wearing very old plate armor, of what looks like on the breast of it. It looks like a dragon, like with wings out and head like the profile forward, and that sort of makes like the center of the breastplate.
Do we recognize this all, or is there anything I can roll for?
Does
to
Rictavia recognize it?
Rictavia does not recognize it. It looks like at one point it was a very regal set, but it has since obviously gone with age.
Are you from the House of the Dragon?
He goes, "I'm from no house of the Silver Dragon. I am from the Order of the Silver Dragon," and he sheathes his long sword with a bit of pride. And he goes,
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
"No, it's all right. What are you gonna say?"
I've never heard of this order. Could you educate me a bit?
We stood to oppose Strahd long time ago now. We followed a man by the name of Argenvost. Argenvost. Here, I'll put the name in the thing.
No, I mean, was he the wizard that we've heard about?
Wizard? No. This man was no wizard. He didn't deal with paltry spells. He was a great warrior, a noble paladin. He built his manor, Argenvost Holt, at the foot of Mount Gacchus to protect people from going to the Amber Temple and things that might come out from there.
What kind of things?
Evil things. Ancient, evil, eldritch beings.
Disgusting, gross Strahd type things?
Legend has it that's where Strahd got his dark powers from. And Argenvost set to put an end to it right there. We were the wall against this encroaching darkness for a time.
We're missing our wall today.
And what happened?
That devil Strahd set his forces upon us, and though we fought valiantly, and like when at like as he continues on, he like kind of clenches his fist, and you see even now it's kind of hard for him to get the words out. He goes, "My commander in chief, a man by the name of Vladimir Horngard. He fell in battle, and he came back something evil. He's lost his way. I beseech thee, go to the house of the Silver Dragon. Show him that there's still light in Barovia."
We will gladly do that.
Absolutely.
Where there happen to be a sunblade in there.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up about the sun.
Oh no, I'm mixing my cards. Sorry. No, yes, we will go to the house of what's the name?
Dragon.
House of the Undying.
He says it's the House of the Silver Dragon or Argenvost Hold.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow!
So the house of the Silver Dragon. Could you mark this place in our map, and we will gladly investigate. And help.
He goes, oh yeah. It's yeah. Hold on. No. If you went up the mountain, you went too far. Let's see. Now I gotta drag it all the way back to the map.
So House of the Silver Dragon.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Yeah, you already have it marked on your map. You dip.
Oh, is it this one here?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a different one. Sorry, my bad.
No. He goes to explain that this his commander in charge, this Vladimir, followed Argenvost. Argenvost was sort of like he was the commander in chief, but he was also like more than that. And so Vladimir was his second in command, and he goes to explain that apparently the attack on Argenvost, while there are survivors, quote unquote, they have been since corrupted by time. Even still, though, the soldier follows orders from Vladimir and is actually on a mission to scout Barovia and search for vampire spawn.
How do you identify a vampire spawn?
A what?
You said they hunt for vampire spawn?
Yeah, he goes hunting for vampire spawn.
How do you identify them?
Because
I mean, do they? I don't know what a vampire spawn looks like.
vampire spawns, he goes on to explain that they're like vampires, except they lack certain abilities that a vampire does. It's more like a subordinate to a vampire, where it's enough to where they serve a purpose, but not to the point where they can overcome a vampire. It's kind of hard to explain, actually. No. I mean, like without like giving like too much away.
Oh no, I'm wondering. Can vampire spawn look like humans, or?
Oh yes. Anything with blood in their veins, they could be a vampire spawn. Because even that guy, and he points to Small Jack, he could be a vampire spawn.
Is there any way of identifying them before it's too late?
They carry all the standard weaknesses of a vampire.
Which are? Text notes.
Well, you should you know some of them, like aversion to sunlight,
Garlic.
running water.
Running water.
Mm-hmm. Like that, like vampires can't stand in a river.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's something that had to do with the aspect of water being life giving, and they're like an avatar of death. So
They can't cross running water either, can they?
they can. It's generally not considered a good idea, but they have means of getting around that.
Like flying. teleporting. Listen, friend, I don't think I caught your name.
That's good because I've long since forgotten mine.
Oh, do you mind if I call you Steve?
No. I mean, yes, I do mind. Wait, shit.
And would you like to tag along with us, and we will redempt the Brotherhood of whatever the hell it's coming from?
House of the Silver Dragon.
House of the Silver Dragon.
He goes. I have my orders. He goes. I have my orders, as do you.
What are your orders?
What are mine?
To patrol the land, searching for vampire spawn. I just went over this.
We will patrol the land too, and I just got a virus threat thing.
Can we find you anywhere specific, or are you just always wandering?
Always wandering.
Hmm.
Do
Okay.
you have a certain path like this one we're on? You just go east and west?
No.
You happen to know where we might find a drowned village?
He thinks for a second. I can't remember. I'm sorry.
It's okay, buddy. You gave us plenty of information.
Forward.
You're not ready for that.
So you wanna come with us,
No.
please?
Please.
Nice. Thank you, then. It's always good to find a fellow enemy of Strahd.
Yes, it was a pleasure meeting you, Steve.
Okay, we gotta stick together, man.
So long, Steve.
Peace, buddy.
See.
And as you guys make your way down the road, he says, "I kind of like that name." Like, and he just got to hear him going, "Steve, Steve,
I can be Steve.
Steve," like kind of like testing it. All right. So let's
All right, onwards.
onwards and upwards. All right. So
Hopefully.
Man, that was a hell of a roll for the first.
yeah, it was. That was a straight nat 20 on that roll, man.
So I'm gonna have to restart my computer because everything's frozen. But you guys carry on without me. I've held you guys up long enough, but I'm gonna have to restart because everything's just frozen. I can hear you guys, but everything is black and I can stop.
All right.
So I'll be right back. You guys carry on without me. Don't let me hold you up.
All right, okay.
Curse you, roll 20.
Always, without fail.
Oh no, it frozen the worst.
Oh,
Oh, flip it.
Let me remove that from the stream.
Nope, it's there to stay now.
Oh, I don't know which one it is. I didn't name him correctly. There you go. There you go. It's gone. All right.
Okay. All right. So actually, luckily for you guys, the rest of your trip is unabated by undead or what have you.
Do I notice anything interesting?
Yeah, that was like.
I mean, other than that was like really interesting.
It was like, holy crap. That was like my very first roll. Boom, 20. Like, oh, okay.
Did I realize that it was a revenant? I just imagine my character like halfway, although he does like, wait a minute.
You kind of, it's one of those things. It's like an intelligent undead can only be like one of like 5 different things.
Yeah.
And you know for a fact it's not a lich because you guys are still living.
Yeah.
So.
all right.
So
we're a weird group, so.
Yeah. So I'm just trying.
Good.
Yeah, you guys like put this little map blind thing to where I can't.
Just delete it.
I hate you guys.
There you go.
There. Oh, all right. All right. So you guys eventually make it through here. Now, as you make your way through the woods, they start to become even more and more oppressive, to the point that the trail starts to get a bit like claustrophobic. There are certain points where the woods sort of overarch on the path to create a sort of tunnel. But even still, through the peaks of the woods, you can still see what looks like it is a mountain trail, or a mountain rather, towards the east. Yes. I was like, wait a minute, I had to remember my cardinal directions for a second.
This right here?
Yes.
Those like different elevations.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, there's absolutely no legend to tell you what the elevation is, so I had to figure that out my own self. Yay.
That's fun.
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay, so do we see any way of approaching without being seen?
Well, hold on.
Okay.
The trail through the thick wood leads to a hill covered with dead grass and cairns of black rock. Dark, ominous clouds gather high above, and a single bolt of lightning strikes the hilltop. West of the hill, the land, the woods, and the sky vanish behind a towering wall of fog. Just a second here. Jose, promise not to fall asleep this part, okay?
What?
Don't fall asleep.
Okay.
Gonna assume this is the place, guys.
It's very eerie.
Has some ambiance.
Hold on. I have to get the
What's the name of this place? The what? Yesterhill?
Yesterday.
Yesterhill.
Yesterhill.
Now, one thing I want you guys to keep in mind when I pop you into the map, this place is huge.
Oh. Okay.
We can see things through the trees, FYI.
What do you mean, see things through the trees?
Down here.
Huh?
You can see these.
Well, don't look at them.
Okay, fine. Jeez, just warning you.
Hold on.
So each each one of these squares like 10 by
Each one of these. No, each one of these squares is 50 feet.
Whoa!
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hope you guys brought your walking shoes.
Oh no!
Oh! There's two of me. Run away. Run away.
No! No! Stop it! Besmer, stop. How you do that thing where you can see through somebody else's vision?
Shift L, I think. Man,
I that's okay.
I don't think there's any fog of war here.
Yeah, why not? That's weird.
Oh man.
Hold on.
I mean, you can just activate it.
I just remembered that I had a silver dragon that I built recently.
Oh, nice.
It's terrible. It was really badly done. But it's there.
So fog of war is
There.
different than dynamic lighting.
What?
Yeah, so if you turn on fog of war, it'll be a black thing over. Yeah, now we have to use. There's a tool on the left, and I can't remember right now because I don't see the GM screen, that allows you to draw out the path that we can see. It's not hard. It's like drawing just like regular.
It's so dark.
Hold on.
Put
Is
fog
it- Is it reveal areas?
Yes. Yep. There you go. Perfect.
Okay. All right. Yeah, but yeah, do keep in mind this area is huge, and
Okay.
we are going to be using, just for a little bit. We are going to be using I mean, out here dungeon rules.
Dungeon rule.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
Alright.
Are you waiting for us to move?
no. Well, yeah, actually, I am.
Right. I move forward.
Words.
Oh, is there any way that I can see us sneaking around and not like directly walking up this path?
So you actually you take a look at the hill, and the hill is huge. By the way, it's almost a mountain, but you don't see anybody walking around. You don't seem to see anybody actually. The only thing you see is these cairns, and at the very tip top there seems to be a circle of stones.
Okay. I want to keep going down the path and just kind of like keeping my eye out to see if there's any like traps or pits or something that we can step on.
Okay. So
Yeah, Lilith, are you looking for anything specific? Like any? Or we're just coming here for what?
Oh yeah, that's right. This is your.
Prevent the ritual.
Preventing the ritual? Do you guys think it's those stones at the top of the mountain or at the top of the hill then?
I think when we get to the top of the hill, we might find out. That's where the lightning is striking and where the fog is converging.
All right.
okay. So dirt trails run along the concentric ring of cairns that encircle the hillside. Each cairn is a 10-foot high mound of slimy black rocks.
Hmm.
Slimy.
Slimy.
Can I identify it?
Identify what? The
Oh,
rock? It's not. It's it's not slime like.
Some slime got on a rock.
Yeah, it's like natural, like moss with a lot of water slime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this. This is not looking good, guys.
Oh.
Well,
Well,
traveling.
we're here to support you.
We're here all the way.
Yeah, sorry. Travelers getting us into something today.
Oh, that traveler.
Oh, that traveler. Alright, do we want to continue on up, or is there anything else on these weird slimy rocks that we notice?
Roll me an investigation check.
Can I roll an investigation check too?
Everybody can roll an investigation check.
That's good, because I'm not investigating very well today.
I'm just standing aimlessly behind you.
Well,
Well,
that contract like licks the rock.
Lilith like super nervous. Is like, guys, I don't. Oh, man. Smalljax doesn't notice anything, but Vesemir, you notice that the way not the mold. What's the one I'm looking for here? Not MG.
Like moss.
Yes, there we go. Thank you. God, the way the moss is growing on these stones, these things have been undisturbed for centuries. Like it is like if it's one of those things where if you lift up a rock, there is actually like dirt under the moss, kind of a situation.
Right.
If you were to lift up the rock, I'm not saying you have to, but
I tell that to the groups like, hey guys, I think these guys have been here for a very long time and have not been disturbed. I don't think we should disturb them.
Okay. Do we want to continue up the hill?
Yeah, slowly and carefully so we can see.
Yeah. I'm scanning.
slowly and carefully. Okay. So as you guys get higher and higher up the mountain, the storm starts to brew more and more. Thank you. And the flashes of lightning become more increasingly violent and closer. So, but other than that, you see Lilith as you're approaching. You see the circles of rock at the very top of the hill, but there also seems to be a structure of some sort.
Okay. Do I see any people around such structure?
People? No.
Does it look like the area has been active or like disturbed?
Roll me a survival check to see if you pick up any paths. Okay. Investment, you don't really pick up anything, but Heather, your keen eye notices that there has indeed been foot tracks along this area here fairly recently. You suspect probably not even a day old.
Can I tell how many? with that high of a roll?
Huh?
Can I tell how many with that high of a roll?
Definitely more than 4.
Definitely more than 4. It's my favorite.
That's exactly what I say to the rest of the group then. Definitely more than 4.
Okay, Talaxia, just want to let you know this map is huge. Each one of these spaces is 50 feet. So,
Oh wow. Okay. Damn.
yeah.
Thanks for the heads up there.
Yes. So,
So should we keep moving forward?
Yes, but I think we should go a little more cautiously.
Okay. Is there like anywhere to like sneak around, like
Yeah, is there anywhere that we
bushes?
there is you see how some of these paths have those black spikes.
Mm-hmm.
Those are indicating that they are higher up than the ones before it.
Right.
So, for instance, the ledge that you're on right now, Vesemir, is higher than the one that Rictavia is currently on.
Okay.
Yeah, and those are paths heading around the sides there.
Okay. Should we try to like flank and see like what we can, spot?
Yeah. Can I see if either of these paths have been moved, like used recently?
The only you see the main path that you're on obviously has the most foot traffic, but you see there are some fading footprints leading off from these separate paths. You got it. They probably have not got as much foot traffic as the others have.
I think really adventurous go left.
All right, let's go left.
Howard would be proud.
I know.
Okay, so Vesemir,
Mm-hmm.
when you approach, you see the not. Hold on. What the hell? You see not this rock, but this rock is missing the moss that the other ones had.
Oh. Okay. Can I investigate the rock?
Yes, you can. Wait, how are you investigating? Are you just looking at it, or are you like?
Well, first I want to do the slow approach. I'm gonna look at it all around, see if I notice anything weird, and then I'm gonna attempt to pick it up really slowly, like like in case it's like a trigger, like a bomb. So what rolls do I have to make?
I would probably first roll a perception check because you're looking for traps, right?
I'm looking to I'm looking to see if no, the first one is to see if there's anything else other than that that doesn't have the moss on it, like runes or some sort of like etching or something around it. And then if there's nothing like that, I want to try and pick it up.
Okay. So what you see, there's no ruins. Jesus, there's no runes on these rocks. However, you do see a lot of footprints, kind of shuffling around said rocks. They're all kind of going inwards, but none of them seem to be going outwards. So all of them seem to lead in, but none lead out.
Ooh, that sounds like
Is
fun.
this like a port key from Harry Potter?
No.
I tell the guys this obviously. I'm like doing the whole thinking out loud thing, and then I'm gonna try to pick it up.
Do you think if you walk around the rock in the same shuffling pattern, it'll like teleport you?
It's worth giving a shot.
Yeah, it's
We all want to do it together.
Hmm.
How big?
probably
So wait, hold on. If this is 50 feet, how big is this rock? Like 25, 25?
Well, it's like no, it's like they're cairns. They're essentially graves.
Oh, oh,
Yeah, they're big enough to fit a person.
oh. I don't know. Want to shuffle around, guys?
Sure.
let's do the dance.
This is what we're doing. We're gonna shuffle around the grave.
Let's do it.
Holding hands and shuffling. Let's go.
I just imagine like the bad guy over here doing his thing, and then like off screen to the edge of the frame is like us going in a little circle.
In like a little daisy chain shuffling around. This is great.
Okay.
Did anything happen?
I'm sorry. I was reading. What are you doing?
We're just mimicking the footsteps. We're shuffling around.
Okay. Yeah, you shuffle around, but nothing seems to happen.
So you say it's going in?
all the footsteps are going in. They're like it's like a footprint. They're pointing inwards and they're pointing outwards.
What if this? Can I want to start like picking it up, see what's under it.
Yeah, can we move it?
Okay. So let's see some. No, in fact, you don't need to. It's they're rocks. I was about to say, let's see some strength checks. So, all right. So, who's digging up this cairn?
Me.
Just you? Okay. So, as you are digging through the cairn, you probably get through like I'd say about a half a foot of stone, and you move a rock, and you can finally see. Do you have dark vision?
Yes.
Okay, so you move a rock to reveal what's underneath the cairn, and there's a person there, and he grabs your wrist with one hand, and he readies a battle axe in the other.
Ah!
I slap it up. I scream in terror, like a really high pitched scream.
So
Can I cast Hellish Rebuke instead?
hold on just a second. So
Just so you know, fiends and other things cannot surprise me.
well, good. It's not a fiend. It's a person.
Oh, it's just an actual person.
It's a guy.
Oh, okay.
Can I
Dude, we're
can I-
huge.
react?
So, can you react? No, because we're rolling initiative.
Oh, we're rolling
Huh?
initiative.
Yeah, we're rolling initiative. So out from the stone cairn bursts a man who's caked in mud and rippling in muscles. And you see further down another cairn explodes, but erupts. And then you hear another and another and another.
We fucked up, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
No, you guys didn't fuck up. It's fine.
Run up the hill now.
Beneath you see in the lower cairns other men and women, not caked in mud or anything like that, but rather dressed in furs and having like antlers and whatnot, or wearing antlers. And they kind of give you a faint regard, but then they start making their way towards the peak of the hill. Give me just a moment. Hold on.
This looks like a ritual, guys.
Yeah, as I say, that seems weird.
We should go to the top and leave this behind.
If I can, I want to try to like Spartan kick this guy down the hill. Ah!
Fast.
Hold on.
I have one person, so we can just keep him there.
Or that.
Okay.
Electric blast and just blast off the mountain.
Okay, so I'm just gonna imagine you kind of. Let's see. You're in front of the cairn. Probably small Jackson's right there. And blah blah blah. Okay, so yeah. So the berserker just bah!
Okay.
And there is another berserker. Oh, did you guys already roll for? Oh no, that's.
Perfect. Remember to send out your tokens, guys.
Oh, Vesemir, can you re-roll your initiative? Because I cleared the initiative list right when you added yours.
Oh,
I'm
great.
sorry.
I did 4 better. To an 8.
Okay.
Like, oh god, it's happening, guys.
Hold on, need to get some battle music going on here.
No, Aaron. Oh, never mind. Aaron's fine. Just kidding.
No, I am frozen. Like it's doing that exact same thing again, where like you guys are all frozen, but I can hear you, and it's.
Are you using the
annoyed.
MacBook from work?
Really annoyed. No, I'm using my crappy Windows laptop because I forgot to grab my. I know. It's stupid of me. I can hear you guys at least. Like I can use my imagination.
So the map
guys
is
are
not
all
moving or
frozen.
anything?
No, the map's not moving. Everything's frozen. I can hear you guys, but yeah, it's just like Control Delete is not doing anything, and I'm very frustrated. I'm about to throw it out the window. So sorry, guys, I suck.
No, you're
No,
okay.
you're good.
Oh, your fault.
I was for a second. I was like, Either she fell asleep or she froze.
Wow.
Sorry, Andrew.
Oh my god. Oh, wait, okay. It came back. No, you're good. You're good. I was probably just like sitting there like, this again, you know? Okay, you're back now. You guys are all moving. So
Good.
that's good. That's good.
Let's take
I
advantage of
closed
it. Move a
every
lot.
window on my computer.
Don't move too much.
Exactly.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Gonna break.
Ah! I gotta hold my mouth right. Yeah. So hopefully it works now. So I'm good. I'm back. Sorry.
okay, so the first berserker is here, obviously in front of you guys. The second one that you guys can see from from your distance, is like booking it like Terminator 2 style, man, towards you guys.
Oh, Galactic, can you roll initiative?
Oh yes.
Are you happy, Jose? Here's some Witcher soundtrack.
Yes.
Jose's gonna get like so upset. He's like, "When are you gonna play some Witcher music?"
I still can't hear it.
Is
I
your
see-
master volume down?
No, it says that it's now playing, but it says 000000000. Is it playing for you guys?
Where is my?
Yeah, it's fine for me.
Try to reconnect.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna refresh.
No.
I got.
I hear it. I hear it. So I click refresh and it took me to the Tomb of Annihilation module. Because I had it open earlier because I was trying the thing that you having problems with to see if I could figure it out, and I guess it kept it in the cache. So when I clicked refresh, it like took me to the Tomb of Annihilation.
Your mic is like cutting in and out.
No.
It's always something.
How about now? Is it still cutting out?
You're golden.
Golden.
All right, so Small Drex is first, but Alex left.
Oh,
We need
we need that refresh.
Yeah.
We need driver over here. There it is, initiative. I fucking found it. Wow, hooray. I'm so smart. Jesus.
That's gonna be a highlight. Just Andrew Jose jamming to the Witcher 3 soundtrack. Okay, so I'll go ahead and I'll just say this while we're waiting on Alex, because huh?
Hey.
Oh no. This is
Hear about in the living room, but we're sorry.
So you
Get a drink.
that's all right. You're first in turn order, by the way.
No pressure. What are you gonna do?
I cast full person. Wait, actually, I'll ask Vesemir. Do you got this guy right in front of you?
I got him.
You can handle it?
I see. Like when he grabbed my wrist, I grabbed his.
Yeah, you just like do like that thing. You're not stuck. I'm not stuck in here with you. You're stuck in here with me.
Alright, so I'm gonna rush 30 feet this way and then cast hold person on this guy that's charging us.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So what do I have to do?
I think you just have to beat my spell save, which is 14.
What do I have to? What kind of
Oh,
save do I have to make?
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save?
Yes.
Oh. Ooh.
Since it's a berserker, they're not very bright.
Berserker. No, he does not make it. So he's how do you describe whole person? Do they just like freeze in motion?
Yeah, so he's just gonna basically freeze and then he gets paralyzed, so I don't think he'll fall down, but yeah, as he's running, he just stop all of a sudden.
His eyes still move out. He's like
3 steps.
I just imagine like the Kylo Ren when he stops that laser beam.
Yeah, just,
Just
yeah, that's exactly what happens. He's running full tilt, and all of a sudden just and you see the little YouTube circle. Okay. All right. So that's successful. All right. So Talaxia. Oh wait, no, not Talaxia. Wait, whoa, hold on a second. What the hell? Why my turn order get all wonky?
because you didn't put it from.
You gotta sort it.
I did. I totally did.
Oh,
Oh.
I think Talaxia re-rolled her initiative.
Well, I never rolled initiative to begin with because my map was frozen. So I just rolled it a minute ago when it finally let me click on it. I was like, oh.
Oh, you're okay. That's fine. That's fine. Alright, so the berserker that grabbed a hold of Vesemir, he's gonna go and he's gonna bring his axe from inside Aaron. He's gonna try to get Vesemir with it, and he's going to use a reckless attack, which means he gets advantage on this, but everyone gets an advantage on him.
All right.
So, wow. All right, so he does hit because he rolled a 24, and he does a whopping 6 slashing damage at you.
Man.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
6.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm saying that right now, but.
So, okay. So I just want to take this moment to say, as the druids are making their way up the hill, you see from the far off distance a red light on the horizon.
Well, that's ominous.
What direction is it coming
All
from?
right.
It is. That's.
Yeah, we should probably get up the hill.
It's coming from the northeast direction.
Okay.
Actually, hold on. Let me verify. You guys are asking me all these fucking geographical.
Alright, so it's just not it's not on the hill, right?
No. Oh, actually, no. It's coming just straight from east. Yeah, it's pure east, not northeast, just east.
Do you think we can run up the hill and try to break up whatever's going on at the top?
Well, I need to free myself from this guy first.
Yeah, both of you are surrounding him right now, so you can probably take him out pretty easily.
Well, I mean, you're not really grappled. He didn't. The wrist thing was more for
Okay.
So, yeah. I'm not messing with grappling rules. I ain't got time for that.
All right. So we want to go up the hill.
I mean, I'm assuming that's where the red light is going, correct?
Yeah, let's run up that hill.
Yeah. Hold on one second. Oh, okay, never mind. I can't do that. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. You ready? I choose my steel sword because he's a human, not a monster. And with the blood that he hit me with, I activate my my blood right.
Okay.
My sword lights with fire, and he attacks. Duh. That's really low.
Hold on.
Even with advantage on that.
Even with
Yeah,
advantage.
yeah. No. Actually, with advantage, you just make it.
Okay.
Nice.
Just make it.
15 damage.
15. Not feeling good. Oh, no. Okay, so you strike the berserker. It kind of reels from the attack, but it's still going. This berserker, the one that you cast hold purse on, it's gonna make another wisdom saving throw. It has to be to 14, right?
Yeah, that's my spell save.
Nope. Still didn't make it. So it ain't going anywhere. Sorry. Floxy, it's your turn, and I forgot to roll for Octavio. Hold on.
Unbelievable.
Whoopsie doodle.
He's just sitting there tapping his foot, waiting, like, should I do something? He's really debating it after what happened earlier.
Yeah, I don't know. Kids don't even have an augury spell. Kids these days. Okay, so Floxy, it's your turn.
Okay. my thing kind of froze. So basically, like, what's going on right now? Is this guy is still attacking us? Like, right?
Yeah. So this dude right here next to me is attacking me.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna defend your honor, and I'm gonna use my silver daggers on him.
And she gets
Okay.
sneak attack, right? Because the guy's preoccupied with me.
Yeah.
Sneak attack works on anytime you have advantage on the target, and because he's using a reckless attack,
Oh,
she gets
right.
advantage.
Right.
So those both hit.
And then you have to roll the damage for each one of those. So you just click with it says silver dagger.
Ooh.
And then you get, doesn't she get whatever many sneak attack dice?
Yes. I want to say it's 2d6, but I could be wrong.
I'm checking it right now. Your sneak attack level, yeah, 2d6. Yeah, so 17. Oof, you're hitting hard.
Wow. All right. Taloxy goes right for the neck.
Ignore that.
Still reeling from the attack, but he's still going. This guy, he's beefy.
Oh, man. Damn.
Lilith, what do you do?
Should I disengage as I turn around the hill, or
That is entirely up to you.
to you?
I'm preoccupied cutting this guy in half with my sword.
Okay.
What is
Um. hmm. I'm gonna hit it with firebolt.
How many other berserkers are coming in?
So far, you only see the two. However, it's a pretty big map.
Right.
So,
So they're pretty far off.
yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and just cast firebolt. Oh.
No, you get advantage
Ah.
because they made a reckless attack. So,
Ooh.
Wait. Yeah. 7.
okay. So we are back to small Drax. Oh, actually, no. Sorry, wait. It's Rictavia. What is Rictavia going to do?
21?
Huh?
Mm.
Okay. Rictavia goes, you guys seem to handle this. Whatever those druids are doing, it ain't good. We got to take care of this right now. And he actually disengages and he starts making his way up the hill himself.
Damn it.
So, all right, so that's his turn.
Okay.
Small Drax, go.
Alright, so this guy's probably pretty weak now, so I think we should probably try to finish him off. I'm gonna move back and hit him with my warhammer.
You just beat up this guy.
That's what happens when you mess with the squad.
Right.
Squad goals.
No.
Oh!
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, we get advantage on him.
Yeah. Mm. Okay, so let's see.
So that's 11, and then
You rolled a 1 with one of the d10s. That sucks.
Yeah, it is what it is, man.
I know.
yeah,
Does he only make one attack? I guess so. Okay.
so it's 11 with the crit.
Yes, it's 11 with the crit. Okay, and the berserker's going to go, and
Still alive.
yeah, he's still alive. He's looking really bad though. That hammer hit took a lot out of him, and instead he's gonna wheel around and try to hit small Drax for that. And I keep closing out the frickin' character sheet. Okay, so what's your AC, small Drax?
16.
16. Okay, so he does hit. He's not using reckless attack this time. He's learned. But he only does 8 damage to you. This guy's rolling poor.
Oh.
So
Lucky for us.
Barely a scratch.
that's my turn. Go.
Okay, I want to disengage and follow Rictavio.
Okay.
Now, Mr. Tapio does it, you want to do it.
I want to be like you when I grow up.
All right, Taloxia.
All right, so this guy is still alive, right?
Yes.
Am
He's hanging on to dear life, but he's still alive.
Okay. I might just like stab him with my rapier because I guess like my silver daggers are stuck in him at this point, right? Like,
No.
No, you can.
Oh,
No, man, chop a chop.
okay. Chop it, chop.
Ooh.
Oh, ooh, 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 ooh. Oh man, that did it. Okay.
Does she get crits? I mean, sneak attacks?
No, because she didn't get advantage this time around. But, however, she did do enough to kill the guy. So, Taloxia, you just the guy falls back into the cairn, which is now his grave
Aha!
proper.
Alright. So now we all run up the hill.
Yes.
Yeah.
Run up that hill.
Let me bring y'all back to the hill map real quick.
I'm still here. You guys keep going, okay?
Hold on.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh, mine's so bad right
Yeah.
I'm still here. I'm gonna take a bite out of some tacos. I'll be right back.
Can we just like push that rock back on top of him now?
Yeah, totally.
Back where you were, sir.
Alright, we began running up the hill.
Okay. So as you run up the hill, you notice that. Actually, hold on, wait. As you run up the hill, Andrew remembers that he has to read the descriptions. Okay, so atop the hill is a wide ring of black boulders and smaller rocks that collectively form a makeshift wall enclosing a field of dead grass. Lightning strikes the edges of the rings from time to time, illuminating a ghastly 50-foot tall statue made of tightly woven twigs and packed with black earth. The statue resembles a towering cloaked man with fangs.
Mm.
Shit.
Let's investigate this statue, shall we? I can't see the turn.
Is there anybody surrounding the statue?
Give me just a moment because I am fixing that right now. No, it's not your fault. But slow your roll. So. Da-da-da. Oh, son of a bitch. I mean, darn. I'm sorry. I'm trying to work on my cursing.
Oh, I'm totally teasing.
Is it supposed to be a family-friendly stream?
No, I'm just trying to work on it
Oh.
for personal reasons.
Oh, okay.
Because you cuss like a sailor.
Yeah, I'm
Me
a
too.
I'm a salty dog.
Come on, form the group and let's see.
And then I go home, visit my family, and come back a million times worse.
Well, I mean, my problem is that, like, my family is fairly religious, and so they're very like, you know, prim and proper and whatnot, and so they don't curse. They so, but there was like there was one time I was driving my little brother around, and some dude cuts me off, and I go like, "What the fuck?" Like while he's in the back seat.
My whole family cusses like sailors. Like, I got in a lot of trouble in preschool for calling kids motherfuckers. And it was because it was my grandmother's favorite thing to call people. So
I
They-
love that.
They shouldn't have been motherfuckers. I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
well,
You're the
trying to call me in the bathroom, motherfucker.
Oh my god, that's hysterical.
Okay. hold on.
It's a true story. My mom that doesn't let me live it down.
That's so awesome. My family curses like sailors too. They're just a bunch of hippies. So we party, we curse, we do our thing.
All right, so I'm actually going to kill the music for this bit. So as you approach the hill, you notice that the red light from the east is getting brighter and brighter. And I clicked on the wrong thing. Give me a second. I actually clicked on the map button instead of the tokens. I was like, oh wait, no. That would have been bad because I would just shift the whole map like half a foot to the left, and that's it. This session would be over.
And you have a mental breakdown.
On stream. The whole world gets to see a man's sanity crumble before their eyes. So, while we're waiting for Jose to get back, roll me some perception checks to make out what the red light is, if and you want to.
Ooh. Ooh.
Haha!
Ooh.
Eyes like a hawk. So you actually see that is not. At first, you think it's kind of like a meteor because it has that sort of like the tail and the what's that thing that the meteors have in the front of it when they're entering the atmosphere. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like where like just like the pure wind.
Yeah, it's like the atmosphere burning on it.
Yeah, I there's probably a term for it, and I'm forgetting. But then when you kind of squint, you see it's actually a fiery red horse with flaming wings, and atop of it is astride a figure, and he is blasting his way through the sky, making it towards the top of this hill here. Do I have a handout for this?
Are there people?
Yes, actually. And when you reach the top of the hill, you see that there are 8 of these figures surrounding this statue, and they're all chanting something.
At this point, I kind of grab my my deity token, celestial token that I have, and I'm just kind of like, all right, buddy, traveler,
Yeah, dude,
here, give me a hit.
come on.
Just really
Ooh.
great.
Oh man.
I just want to say live on stream that those tacos were amazing.
I almost ruined this session while you were gone.
Oh, really? What happened?
I accidentally clicked the map and background button, and for a split second, I grabbed the map
Oh,
and started moving it to the side. I was like, "Oh god, no!"
oh
And
this is
oh,
good
no.
music.
Well, it's not music. It's the chanting of druids.
Sounds very ominous.
It's supposed to.
It reminds me of God of War.
And you get a clear look at the statue, and it is actually a wooden effigy of Strahd von Zarovich.
Oh man.
And underneath the statue looks like tree roots kind of wrapping around the bottom of the statue, obscuring its feet and planting it further into the ground.
No. At this point, can I react to anything, or can I do anything else?
Your reaction?
Can I?
mean, you can be like, "Holy shit!"
So
Yes. I just mean, can I put a little bottle of alchemist fire into a slingshot and blast it at Strahd statue?
Oh yeah.
I suppose.
So is
So-
this a statue of Strahd or is it actually Strahd?
That is actually Strahd.
Oh,
Oh,
Astride his nightmare as he made his way from Castle Ravenloft to overwatch the ritual.
And the
That'd be-
ritual is this thing. It looks like Strahd.
Yes, a wooden effigy built in his image.
Have they noticed us?
Strahd has.
Fuck.
oh.
I'm gonna go ahead and in the center of this little group here that's gathered around the Strahd statue, I want to cast Shatter.
Okay,
Engage.
Yeah. hold on a second.
The music was cued perfectly.
Oh my god.
Thank you. All right, you're gonna have to give me a second because I'm gonna have to make this battle map real quick. I'm gonna clear initiative. Hold on. I need to make circles.
Oh, so I muted my mic, and I closed the webcam. And I'm eating with my headphones on, right? And you guys cannot hear me, but for some reason the physical mute button on my mic does not affect Streamlabs. So I look at Streamlabs, and you can hear you can see the bar of my mic just
Oh man.
like shit.
Because they weren't soft tacos either, right?
No, they were crunchy tacos.
Good job.
I don't know why it mutes the mic for everything else except for Streamlabs. It's so dumb. Ugh.
That's hysterical.
I made really good guacamole and I'm dying for those chips right now. So, mm,
Oh.
that's so frustrating. For sweets.
I grab a bucket of water and just show it at Strahd. Hey Strahd, look! Running water!
Ah, I want your enemy. So
Is there a faucet somewhere that can open?
Yeah, like the only time we haven't had a water ganassi or
Yeah.
whatever that was with here. Or the Triton. Yeah, let's go.
okay, hold on. I'm just trying to.
This episode is brought to you by Kenneth. What is it?
You have a drinking problem.
What about Orange Crush? This is also a good one.
Heck yes.
Good.
Maybe they're sponsor us. You never know.
Water.
Healthy water.
H2O.
Crunch.
And Aaron's got the 2 liter ready to roll.
Massive 2 liters. Great.
Oh my god, who loves orange soda?
Who likes orange soda?
The pizza man delivered it, and I didn't feel like getting the glass.
I hear you. No, I hear you. No shame.
Good night.
Yeah, sorry. Just talk among yourselves. I'm trying to set this up.
Good stuff, yeah.
Oh man. Is anybody else's map acting up? Like mine only has I don't know, early strange shape that it's showing, and the rest is kind of blacked out.
Yeah,
I did that
Okay, just making sure because my computer has been evil. So
because Jose's like, I can see everything. I'm like, no, you can't. I giveth, I taketh away. You shouldn't have said something.
Oh shit.
I do.
I love that show.
All right. You guys, stop it.
hysterical.
I had another GIF earlier. This is
Was it?
how I imagine the berserkers came out.
Go ahead. Oh.
Grab you by your facial hair.
Okay, so
The Fire Lord's going down.
all right. Sorry about that.
Dude,
Okay.
that fight was so lit.
Yes, sir.
No, Jose. No. No.
I don't get it.
Shame.
I don't get it.
Alright, what's happening? Ooh.
All right, roll some initiative. That's what we're doing.
Oh,
All right.
the pressure.
We're fighting Strahd.
Strahd rolled like garbage.
Wait, what happened with my shatter?
Huh?
What happened with my shatter that I cast?
Oh yeah, she casted a great shatter.
Hold on.
Don't make me redo that.
Well, since Strahd knows where we were there, it's not a surprise, so we have to roll initiative. Well, it's okay, because Strahd rolled at 5, apparently.
I rolled a 4. Stop it.
Strahd likes to take his time.
Yeah, we noticed that before. Didn't really help anybody.
He is.
Has he ever really helped anyone?
No. Oh, I noticed a tiny little berserker over here.
Oh yeah, I forgot to delete that.
Oh, okay. I was like, shit.
Oh, actually, no. Wait, he was supposed to be there. My bad. Thank you for reminding me, by the way.
Damn it. I'm that kid.
Teacher, you didn't collect our homework. You all.
Shit.
Just a second. I am going to. Just do something real quick here. What the hell was that?
A cackle.
Who cackled?
It's a hag that lives in my apartment.
Ah!
I'm pretty.
Love you.
You're gonna get it.
You're sleeping on the couch tonight.
What is
Okay,
this?
so these black rocks are the
Ah.
I mean these black circles are the rocks surrounding this.
Wow. Even with a computer, you can't make an actual circle. Shame.
Not one perfect circle.
Here, this one's gonna
Stop.
Well, you know what? This was like the one area I forgot to excessively prep. I'm doing it right now. I don't want to hear it.
Shame.
Shame. Anybody have a bell?
Okay, all right.
We got the idea.
Okay, yeah. All right. So the druids are going to spend their turn chanting their chants. I'm actually going to turn this down. Okay. So the druids spend their turns chanting, and you see as they chant, the limbs start to writhe around in a really disgusting manner, actually. Small Drax, go.
Oh man, what happened to Lilith's attack? That just doesn't count.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah,
She's gonna have the drop for us.
yeah, yeah. Go ahead, do your shatter.
But I already did.
We already did. Look, scroll up.
Did you roll?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see. Hold on.
16, 60 feet shatter. Thunder.
I
How
love a little higher too.
Okay, so they all have to make content. Are you just doing it in this group of druids here?
Yeah, it was centralized, like right about here. This isn't still 50-foot squares, right?
Huh?
These are
No.
still 50 spacing,
No.
right?
No, these are no longer 50-foot squares. This is kind of like a zoom-in version of that previous map. The file looks like crap.
good.
It's there.
Okay.
So hold on. Okay, so is this where they take half damage if they make the save?
Yes.
No, they take double damage if they don't make it, and if they make it, it's like half.
No,
Yeah.
double damage. No. All right, well, they take no damage because because Jose had to say something.
No. You punish me for Jose's nonsense.
Okay, so all but 3 of them actually make their saves.
Bastards.
However, the 3 that do make their save are still chanting. The other 3, or sorry, the other 5 that didn't make it, looks like they're hurting pretty bad.
Good job.
They're squishy.
I feel like they might be squishy.
Probably squishy. All right.
Oh,
Small
no.
jar.
Just a second, I'm putting in all the damage. Okay, small decks go.
So he's 30 feet away from him. I'm going to run up towards him, and then right before I get to him, I'm going to do like a super cool slide and like try to hit him in the leg, and I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds.
On this druid right here, the one in the very corner. All right, let's do it. Let's see it happen.
Slide like Mission Impossible style.
Nice. Style points.
That hits.
Nice.
Let's see some damage. All right, you kill him. How do you want to do this?
Oh, I kill him. Just when I slide, I do Inflict Wounds, and once I slide and hit him, he just explodes.
Jesus.
All right.
I mean, yeah, that's cool too.
His bones are intact, though. Completely
Nice.
intact skeleton.
It's just all the fleshy crap you don't care about.
Exactly. That's what the spell did. It's just I need fleshy material just to get destroyed. Solid matter like bone stays.
It just flays him.
Yeah. So now it's just a skeleton standing where he was.
What?
It's a perfectly clean skeleton.
Like bleach and everything.
Like no sinew, no nothing. Ready for the picking. Okay. All right, so that one's dead. This druid is actually going to take he's actually going to break from his well, his concentration was already broken because of the shatter spell. And let's see. Give me just a moment. And what he's going to do is that he's going to cast a spell that does something. Yeah. Okay. Oh, no, Andrew, you don't have to prep Yesterhill. They're going to go to the winery.
Lies.
Yeah, I know. I should have been smart in that. So, actually.
Well, this one was on a time crunch.
Huh?
I said this one was on a time crunch.
Aaron, that's basically what happened.
I'm thinking that.
Whoops. Okay. So the area where Vesemir, Talaxia, Lilith, and Rictavio are, the druid, he chants a different sort of spell, and he strikes his staff on the ground. And when he does that, spikes grow up like huge dagger-like thorns sprout up around the area. And you each take...
Oh man.
Don't hold on. It's not going to be that impressive, believe me.
No saving throws or anything?
Currently, you take 6 damage. No, there's no saving throws on this one. However, for every 5 feet that you move within the circle, you have to take another 2d4 points of damage.
So this growth is perhaps spiky.
Yes, it is. It is a spike growth.
So how much damage in total do we each take?
right now, the 6.
It's just the 6. Okay.
Yeah. And for every 5 feet that you move outside of the circle, you take another 2d4 damage.
Is it like caged in?
No, it's just in the area that you're in right now. Just like from the area you're in, just like spikes kind of grow out of the ground. It's not a cage, but it's like suddenly a bunch of bramble show up. But it's like that really hard bramble, like from the Dark Tower series.
No, I'm just kidding. We're in initiative. Sorry, go on.
No, you can't. Vesemir, it's your turn.
I'm gonna move out of here.
Okay.
I'm gonna run down like this way essentially. So it's 5. I get 5. So how much damage do I take?
You take another 5 points of damage.
All right, not to be undone. I hit this guy with my sword and I slide as well.
You slide through the bramble. Ow, 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 ow.
No, I slide when I get over here.
No, I just imagine you slide out of the bramble perfectly fine. Just like the world's longest home plate slide.
Yeah, you slide all 40 feet.
Do I hit?
That actually does not hit.
Okay. I tried. I did a slide, but you know, I got hurt. Whatever. And,
There's a spike in your leg.
yeah, it's like shit.
Okay, so this druid is doing something. Hold on. So he's going to walk right here. And he's going to cast an old favorite. He's going to cast Thunderwave.
Oh, man.
Nice. How's my constitution?
Non-digit.
Really? Okay, yeah. Make me a Constitution saving throw. Vesemir and Small Drax.
What's up?
Oof.
Ooh, okay. Y'all make it. Y'all take
nice.
a measly 4 points of damage.
Oh, okay.
The world's weakest Thunderwave happens. Yeah.
Okay.
This druid is going to make his way over here, and he's going to say some words to you, Vesemir, because he's tired of this crap. No, actually, he's going to say it to Small Jax.
You suck.
Oh, that's not nice.
You shit.
Just because I'm a lizard doesn't mean I don't have feelings.
Okay, hold on. Let me see how. Give me just a moment. I have to see exactly how the spell works.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Unbelievable.
What language is he speaking it in?
Druidic.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Okay. Small Drax, the hammer in your hand grows red hot as he speaks his words. You take 6 fire damage, and I need to see a Constitution check or Constitution saving throw.
Ouch.
You turn into a hammer now.
Okay.
So hammer fall on the ground.
You have no choice. That the metal's far too hot. You have no choice but to drop your weapon.
It's not metal.
It's a warhammer.
It's bone, though.
That was
Okay,
part of his
fine.
character. Just
All
saying.
right. Okay. Fine. All right. Fine. We'll do it this way. Vesemir.
No, you can't call it back. You did your attack on a weapon that you thought it was metal.
Because it's a warhammer. Fine. Whatever. Fuck it.
I see what you're trying to do there. Mine's also made of bone.
Mine's
It's ivory.
It was crafted by my best friend, Smoldrex.
Shut up.
You
I
didn't.
mean,
You
weapons
didn't
for
read
all
it. It's in my bio. Types it real quick.
It's made of bone. BOEN.
Same thing to Jose with the wooden weapons for the longest time.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah. Once you call the shot, you can't take it back.
Fine. Okay, so now it's Strahd's turn.
Now we're gonna get fucked.
God.
You guys are fine.
It's gonna give me a hug.
The 6 points of fire damage explodes in me, and that's it.
Hold on. Yeah.
So far, anyways, before Strahd rips my head off.
So he is actually.
Oh god.
You gotta
Oh Jesus!
It's coming closer.
He makes his way over. What are you guys doing? He makes his way over to where over here because he has 60 feet of movement with his horse, and he goes, "This is cute, but playtime is over." He says this to Vesemir and Smoldrex. He goes, "But playtime is over," and then nonchalantly points a finger towards where Lilith and Taloxia is, and casts Fireball.
Oh,
No.
Did I die?
Yes. Yes.
No.
Yes.
Me looking at Strahd getting closer.
Hold on.
It is
Oh.
terrifying. Why is he so close?
And you can see that he's actually not really perplexed that you guys are beating up these druids. He actually seems kind of amused by it.
Hmm.
However, I need Taloxia and Lilith to make me a dexterity check. A dexterity
Oh.
saving throw.
Okay. How do I do that? Let's see. Dexterity check. Just click dexterity.
It should be actually under your page where it says saving throws.
Okay.
Yeah, it's right beneath your inspiration and proficiency bonus. You have your
Yeah,
the
you have
last
it.
one.
And then on the left column, there's like the big numbers, and then there's 2 columns, one with skills and one with saving throws on top.
I'm literally doing like Control F. It's so funny. You guys would laugh at me. Saving throws. Oh wait, but it's not clicking. Okay.
You should be able to
Did that
click
work?
it. Yeah, there
Oh
we
whoa.
go.
Ah.
Well, those are pretty high rolls.
I'll
Sorry.
take-
any of those.
That's fine.
My
I'll
first
take
time.
I'll take any of them.
Ah.
So
Damn, goddamn.
Oops, I'm sorry. It wouldn't click. It wouldn't click. It wouldn't work.
No, you rolled really well, and you're not going to get any good rolls for the rest of the game now.
She rolled a double. She rolled a double crit.
Yeah.
Holy.
How do you do
that's a 5% chance. So
Wow.
all right. So
Damn.
Taloxia, you see the fireball coming, and you're quick on your feet. Lilith and Rictavio, or sorry, Dr. Van Rick. No, he's Rictavio now. He sees Strahd. He's like shit. He puts it real quick. You're caught off guard by the fireball, mainly because Strahd did the cocky shoot it over shoulder thing. You both take 26 fire damage.
Ow!
Taloxia, you take half that, so you take 13 fire damage.
Fireball.
Okay.
I would have been totally dead, guys, because my health is like 28 right now. Like, I would have died if I hadn't. So that's crazy. Anyway, I knew you guys were probably close to
Octavia goes flying in here. I con you.
Oh man, that's terrifying.
That's horrible.
All right, so then this druid is going to spend his turn making his little prayers here. Lilith, it's your turn. Go.
So can I get out of here, or
You can, but for every 5 feet, you're going to take another 2d4 damage.
how many feet is it to the edge here?
Like 5.
Okay, so 2. What was it?
Yeah, it's actually to get out of the circle. It's gonna take damage.
I know, but what was the damage again? Sorry.
2d4. So you'll take 7 damage getting out because I just rolled it.
I can't even risk it. Alright, yeah. I'm gonna weasel on out, but I'm legit almost dead, so I'm going to just cast Healing Light. Which is a bit weird. So and I get back 13 HP. And that's all I can do right now.
Oh my god.
All right. Oh crap! I forgot to roll for Rictavio again.
Unbelievable.
I'll just give him a free turn. I'm sorry, guys. I messed up. It's almost like as if I care more about what the players are doing instead of.
Almost. It's okay. When I was DMing, I would do the same thing with every NPC I had. We'll go through like a whole session. I'm like, oh yeah, this very powerful NPC was right next to you guys the whole time.
Oh hey, wait a minute, yeah. So, all right. So Rictavio's like, you look like it. Look, he turns to Lilith.
Hey.
And he goes,
Hey.
today is not the day to die. And then he casts Death Ward on you. And then he goes to make his way out of the pit. He's gonna take another 2d4 damage. Oh wow, okay. Naturally.
What do we say to the god of death?
Not today. And that's gonna be your turn.
Was the cat trying to steal your pizza?
No, my cats that normally are in love with each other just started fucking fighting, and like the boy who's the sweetest kitty ever was just like holding her down and like biting her. Really bizarre. Anyway, they were being very bad cats, so sorry, I had to break that up.
So he's going to cast. Wow. Okay, they're having their own fight. Okay, he's going to cast Death Ward on you. Pretty much meaning the first time you would drop to 0 hit points, you instead keep 1 hit point.
I got it.
So
I have the book sitting here.
Always prepared.
always prepared. All right. So these druids are going to keep their chanting going. Small Jax, go.
All right. So how tall are these rocks?
These rocks are a good question. I would imagine. Let's see.
Come here, kitty. Come here.
So I don't know if we should kill the druids or run away.
Honestly,
not
feel like we should burn the statue of Strahd.
They are 10 feet high.
Okay. Can I climb it?
You can.
So I'm gonna climb to this rock, and as I'm running over, I'm gonna be digging into my bag and be looking for one of the skulls that I have.
Well, hold on.
Okay.
You climb onto the rock, right?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
no.
Oh dear.
Get struck instantly.
Yes. Actually, a lightning bolt does hit him. Hold on.
Oh god.
I'm gonna have to roll a lot.
Oh,
Oh
I
no!
shouldn't touch the rock.
Seriously?
You take 47 lightning damage as a lightning bolt hits you. when
I'm
you
dead.
climb up the rock.
So dead.
Wait, so he touched the rock and lightning hit him?
No, he climbed to the top of the rock, and he had a 10% chance of getting hit by lightning, and I rolled an 8
Oh my
on
god.
the D100. And so he climbed to the top. He's like, I'm digging through my bag. And the lightning bolt just.
I just fall to the ground. Toasted lizard.
Oh no.
Rictavio, what happened to that death ward?
Are you straight up dead or?
What's your max hit points?
44.
Oh yeah, no, you're fine.
He's fine.
I said like
He's-
you're dead, but you're not dead.
He's
Yeah.
not instantly dead.
Yeah.
I feel like pretty much dead.
He's
Fuck.
not bad.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not
like,
massive
like
damage.
double. Yeah, I was gonna try to heal everybody, but sorry.
Why do
Can
you have
you
to
just
climb
roll
on top?
over?
I have to see everyone.
Can you just roll over onto your own healing skull? Roll
Oh
over.
man.
Okay.
Don't touch the rocks, guys.
Don't touch the rocks.
Where's Moldrax? I don't see him.
I was on the rock.
Well,
Oh,
you
oh,
know where
Oh.
you are.
He's dead.
oh.
Don't worry about him.
He is dead. He's not dead. He's just down right now. He's just sleeping.
Gosh.
What is happening? You
Well-
just look at this through Vesemir's eyes. It's like fireball almost kills my party on the back end, and then Smoldrax just runs up and gets hit by lightning.
What the fuck?
Just boom.
I mean, it's not like.
We're having a bad time here.
All right, let's.
Real bad.
The goal.
All right, this dude's gonna spend his turn just doing his chant. Vesemir, go. What's your goal?
Fuck.
Your goal is to stay alive at this point.
I'm fucked because if I disengage and try to go through these guys, I still get an attack of opportunity from this dude.
But no, he's spending his turn doing the chant. You don't have to worry.
Oh, so if I disengage with the guy, can I get to this thing?
Yes.
Okay. I do that. And I stab it with my
Oh.
fire sword. Just trying to set it on fire.
Okay, roll me an attack. Roll.
Where's my fucking character sheet? Ugh.
No, that's good. Okay. So roll me some damage and then just double the fire damage because you're hitting a wood.
So 8 plus 7, 15.
15. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see. This dude's just gonna keep doing that.
So
Doing that thing he does.
when they're chanting, what's happening? Like, what are they chanting at?
They're chanting at the statue, and as they're chanting, it looks like the veins, not the veins. Well, they're veins now. The roots actually kind of start to pulsate, like as if they are like the capillaries of a heart.
That's disgusting. Okay.
Oh, yeah, it is. Hold on just a second. Okay.
Do I get
Alright,
hit
so
by
it's-
lightning?
No, you don't get hit by lightning. It's only if you climb the rocks you get hit by lightning.
Why?
I didn't ask for this. I'm just doing what the book told me to. So it's Strahd's turn now. He takes a moment to laugh at Smoldrax. Because that was funny. Damn. What's he gonna do?
What a dick.
Yeah, seriously.
You fucked up, guys.
Shit. We're screwed.
And then let's see. But then when he sees Vesemir going for the statue, he doesn't really get serious, but he's like, all right. He gets like a little annoyed, and with the flick of his wind, a strong buffet of wind comes across the top of the hill, and Vesemir, make me a strength check.
Strength check. Saving or
Yeah, strength saving throw. Ooh, good check. Okay, so the flame on your sword starts to. It almost looks like it's about to go out, and you feel the winds try to push you, but you manage to dig in your heels as the gust of wind spell has no effect on you because you're a strong boy.
I like to imagine that the sword was still inside of the thing and it lifted me, but I held on to my sword.
All right, so these druids are just gonna keep doing their druid chant. Well, go.
Okay.
Alchemist fire.
I don't think I'm in the turn order. I don't let's see. Oh, well.
Oh wait, no. Have you not been in the turn order?
I don't.
All
Yeah,
right,
she
so
hasn't gone a single time.
Oh my
No.
gosh. Oh my gosh. Let me add you to the initiative. My bad.
Are you good?
Double
You-
action. Triple
You
action.
need, you need to say these things.
Sorry, I just thought I was dumb.
All right. Because of that, I'm gonna give you 2 turns. Talaxia, go.
Oh well, thank you. Okay. Oh my god. Well.
pressure is on.
Do you want me to go first, and then you can do your 2 turns?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I'm going to. Snap.
Oh, and by the way, when Small Jax's body got hit by the lightning, he like fell off the rock. So
Oh.
his corpse is not on the rock still.
Oh.
Well, he's not dead. He's not a
He's
corpse.
not quite dead, right? Only mostly dead.
Mostly dead.
There's a
Mostly
world of difference between dying and dead.
It's nice and toasty.
Do you think I could cast Hellish? Sorry, Andrew. Would you allow me to cast Hellish Rebuke at the base of the statue?
Let me see. I don't see why not, but let me double check just to make sure. You can't cast on the statue, but you can cast it on Strahd because he damaged you.
Oh.
Because it says the casting time is a one reaction which you take in response to being damaged by a creature.
Gotcha.
So unless the statue came up and hit you.
Yikes.
Oh, if you get closer, I can like move it and hit you with the statue.
All right. Yeah, I guess I'm going to go ahead and cast Hellish Rebuke on Strahd.
All right.
At a second
His
level.
horse is made of fire.
That's
On
it,
Strahd, not on his horse.
it's fine, guys. That's fine. He has to make a dexterity check. So all right, so he actually takes that damage.
Nice.
Nice.
No, actually he doesn't. He uses legendary resistance, and he's like, nah, it's all right. He just
God damn it.
Oh.
so
There.
I was gonna say, wait, he's not in his lair, but it's freaking Barovia. It's his world.
yeah, exactly.
Well, that was useless. So I'm going to go ahead and.
So he looks down, he sees his knees catched on fire. He's just like, all right, stop that.
How far is this distance like accurate?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Can I go outside of the ring without getting electrocuted?
Yeah, it's only if you climb on the rocks to get electrocuted.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and dash behind like this rock here.
Okay, just don't climb on them.
Yeah, don't
Not
touch the
touching
rocks.
All right, that's it.
Okay,
Oh,
so
that's good.
you are going to take 6 damage as you run through the thorns. So
No, I'm not in thorns.
Yeah, but you ran through them.
Is it? Did I run through like here?
The circle is all the thorny area.
yeah, this whole circle.
So you move from here out of the circle.
I already was out of the circle.
What?
That's what I'm saying. I was out of the circle before.
Oh.
I had already taken the damage to get out of the circle previously.
Oh.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
That's fine. All right. So actually, take your double.
7 damage. Come on now.
Oh my god.
Brutal.
I think she's pretty smart for getting the hell out of there and going and hiding behind the rock. I have 3 alchemist. I do have 3 alchemist fires. Would those like have any? I mean, not that I want to use them or anything. I'm just asking because I know I have 2 actions. But would those do anything against Strahd? Or like?
Destroy the statue.
Don't
yes.
worry about Strahd. We can't even scratch him.
All right, I'm gonna move over to the statue, and then like in my second action, I will use the alchemist fire on it. Is that doable?
Yeah.
That's totally doable.
Cool.
If you're gonna throw it, it's going to be a ranged attack. So just like you would throw one of your knives.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a 20-foot distance on it.
Yeah.
I just sorry.
Okay.
She's
I
right.
was literally just looking at the stats.
That's why DMs need rules lawyers.
Sorry.
Oh.
No, I was complimenting you. Like we need rules lawyers. Like we actually do because I can't keep track of all this crap. You kidding me?
Yeah, me neither.
All right.
So I'm too far away, is what you're saying, though, to like, so that silver dagger shouldn't count, or that
No, well, I mean, you're gonna get double movement and double action because you're taking 2 turns.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I mean, if you want to, you can actually get right up to it and just smash the bottle on the.
Okay, that's what I will do then. If I am capable of doing that, that's what I will do.
Okay.
I'll throw the alchemist fire on it. Can I use 2 alchemist fires for good measure? Like I've got 3.
Hell yes, you can.
Only 2. Okay.
And that's a strong alchemist fire. Dr. Rudolph Van Richten does not skimp on the material. So instead of doing 1d4, they do 2d4 damage.
Oh,
Damn.
so how should I roll for that, or?
There should be a little polyhedral thing on the left menu, and there should be an option for d4, and where next to it says 2.
Mm-hmm.
If you just click on that, it rolls 2d4 for you.
Sweet. Oh no.
That's fine. Well, it's not going because you're rolling for 2 bottles, right?
Oh, hooray. Okay. Come on. Oh.
35.
There
Okay.
you go. That one's not bad.
Make sure you move your token though.
Huh?
Make sure you move your token to where you want to be.
Oh. This is the thing, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So, hold on. I'm actually going to write this down. Because the statue doesn't have stats. It's on Roll20. Why would it? Okay. So the statue starts to catch on fire.
Yay.
This druid is not going to take nicely to the fact that you guys are hitting the statue of his liege lord and master Strahd, and now he is going to cast heat metal on you, Vesemir, with your not bone weapon. All right, so don't try to pull that crap on me. I know you had a bit of silver.
That's why I got struck by lightning.
Well, I'm holding my.
It's not even in the book. I just made that up.
I'm holding my steel one, just so you know.
That's fine. They're both made of metal, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so make me a Constitution save. Okay.
Gross.
So the sword glows red hot in your hands, and you have no choice but to let go of it. In the meantime, taking 8 fire damage. Let's see.
Wait, who takes 8 fire damage?
Vesemir.
Oh no.
Just so you know, my sword doesn't have the fired right anymore because I let go of it.
Oh.
And this druid here is going to break his concentration slightly, and he is going to cast a small flame in his hand, and he's going to hurl it at Taloxia,
Oh god.
and she will be taking. Hold on, what's your AC? Okay, yeah, that's it. You'll be taking 8 fire damage
Oh.
from a wayward fireball, not the spell fireball.
No.
Not the arcane nuke that is fireball.
Thank God. It's terrible. Okay.
So Rectavio is going to see. Rectavio is watching this shit show unfold ahead of him. He goes, "Oh God!" He just kind of like he goes like that, and he books it towards Maldrax. And he goes, "Don't die on me, kid," and he heals you for 20 health.
Damn.
Nice.
Jesus. At this point, I yell at Octavia, like, hey, if you have any aces up your sleeve, this is the time to toss it out.
Yeah, right?
He's like, "I think I."
Think faster!
He's like, just give me a second. Like all these lightning bolts.
Yeah, it's complete madness. From the distance, you hear me go, "Do you respect Rictavio? He's a gentle soul."
You think that's Fabio?
You respect Dr. Van Red. Oh shit. Dr.
Strahd like looks over, huh?
Like, wait,
Oh, oh really?
Alright, so Small Drax is alive.
Small Jax, you're up.
I'm alive.
That water's always cold. Get up.
he lives.
I just want to like grab Rictavio and like pull him in real quick, be like, "Thanks, brother," and then I'm gonna dash off over this way.
He does that thing where he gives like the pat on the shoulder as you're getting up.
Gotcha.
Do you laugh now?
No, I don't laugh now. I'm in a lot of pain.
So I'm gonna climb on this other rock. I can't.
I'm gonna jump on this other rock. It might do well. All right.
Can't have it twice in a row.
So what I was trying to do before I died,
No.
I'm gonna cast Prayer of Healing. So I'm gonna dig into my bag and look for that skull I was looking for before, and just hold it up and start speaking Draconic and cast this. So boom.
Okay.
14 HP for everybody.
Oh, thank God.
So it's the six people that I can see.
Okay. Awesome.
Is it
Nice.
4?
That is a
14.
awesome spell.
Thank you. Oh my god.
Goodness.
And that's the end of my turn.
Here's what I was meant to do.
Why do you have to climb the rock?
He wanted to get a good
I
vantage
needed a good vantage point to see everybody. That was the idea.
What's going on here?
I just wanted to see. All right, so this druid's gonna get real close, and he's gonna tap Vesemir on the shoulder. He's like, "Hey, guess what? Thunderwave." Talaxia and Vesemir, I need to see a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, you're running so bad.
Oh.
Oh, good job. Good job, team.
All right, so you don't take that much damage. You only take 6 damage. However, something else happens with it too.
Oh my god.
You get pushed 10 feet away from where you're currently at right now.
Whoa. I don't know how to measure.
So you would be. Hold on.
It's the fourth little icon down.
Why did that happen again?
Oh,
Yeah, so you would be like right here, Talaxia.
okay. Okay. Mm,
That's good. I'll just move it there. Boop, there you go.
okay, thank you. Sorry.
No, nothing to be sorry about. That's Mary, it's your turn. As you're getting quite literally blown the hell out over here.
I grab my silver sword. I do my right magic thing on it with my blood. And I stab this thing.
The statue? Nice.
Yeah, the
Statue? Okay.
With a crit.
Nice.
Oh!
Now, is that double that fire damage?
Yes.
So,
Let's-
14
let's-
fire damage, 20 slashing damage. I got pissed. I'm done with this shit.
Oh wow. Okay. So that
I just start like.
no, you
Vesemir have the full on mental breakdown.
no, you just do a thing where you get pushed and you do like that sort of like anime pose where you like that. And you just bring out the sword and you're like, all right, enough of this shit, and you just baseball swing at the statue. You actually managed to destroy the statue.
Nice!
What's up?
Yes.
How do you want to do this?
I've had
Yeah.
it.
Actually, how do you want to do this?
Alright, so
How
what
do
I
you build the statue?
imagine is I got pushed back, and on my way back, I pull my sword, put it like against me towards the statue and just slashed it in half as I was being pushed back.
Okay.
If this was real anime style, you would actually be giving a speech about how you believed in yourself.
Right.
And you got here.
Yeah. And then like
And then-
towards the end, I just like stop, nothing happens, and then the statue just goes.
Yeah, just
Silence and then.
Yeah, just
no.
just
He-
the split, just.
He slashes, the screen goes black, and you just see like across the screen. And then he gives a speech, and all the druids become good guys and whatnot. No,
It's all about my family.
so the statue crumbles into a fiery crumble. I don't know the type. From within the statue, you see what looks like a glowing green gem tumbles out from the chest of the statue where the heart of the person would be.
Nice.
And it tumbles to the feet of Vesemir. And it's only about the size of a pine cone. And when the statue crumbles, the help me out here. What's the thing that comes out from the trees?
The vines.
Vines.
Fine.
So they seem to the roots retract into the ground.
Do you get to keep the pine cone gem?
Yeah, no, it just like ding 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 ding.
Yeah, I pick it up.
And Strahd, when Strahd sees this, he goes, "Interesting." And then he says to the other druids, "You have failed me." And then he leaves.
So he leaves? Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
However, you still have the druids to deal with.
Nice. Fun.
That's fine.
That's okay.
And again, he doesn't seem annoyed. He doesn't seem angry. He actually seemed kind of bemused at the idea. He's like, okay. And then he gives his look of disgust at the druids and rides off into the sunset, which doesn't exist because there's no sun in Barovia.
Nope.
So this druid is fucking pissed that you ruined the ritual that is going on here.
Okay.
Bring it!
Was it a ritual?
And let's see. He's going. What's your?
16.
Oh, hold on. 16. Okay. So he produces another flame, little tiny fireball, and he hurls at you. But because he's so angry, he misses.
Nah, dude, I'd reflect that shit with my fiery just. Fuck you! I had it for this.
This one's gonna do the same. This one up here, but he actually does hit, and you take 5 fire damage.
Damn it! The other one distracted me. How much?
5. Hold on. What does this do? Okay, never mind. Yeah, actually, I was gonna throw fireballs at you now. Damn, but the third one misses. Well, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and step out from behind this rock over here and cast something. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Shatter between these two druids right here.
Where's it gonna happen?
Right between these two guys that are chatting it up.
Oh, okay. All right. So they need to make some Constitution saves. Hold on a second. So, okay. So even though they did make their save, the damage is still high enough that they both just immediately die from the shockwave.
Nice.
Got him.
Wow.
Squishy.
Squishy.
Squishy squish.
Freaking nerds.
Tonks, it's your turn. properly.
Oh my god. So I guess I'm gonna attack the nearest druid to me. And I'm going to fire an arrow at him, maybe? Just for funsies? I don't know.
That hits. Let's see some damage. What now? Which one are you attacking?
Oh, this one. Can you see? Oh wait, you can't see. This one? Is it doing anything?
Hmm.
All right, it's the one basically like if you look from the top, it's the second
Right
one. The second one.
This
below
one?
it. Yeah, that one.
Oh, I accidentally moved it. Oh, stop that. Stop that. Stop that.
It's on fire.
All right, he takes the hit.
Cool.
These Jews are just gonna go to town now. They got nothing left to lose.
They just lost their job, basically.
Yeah, exactly. They all just found out they have 48 hours to get another job.
How do you point? Because like when you like select it and it makes a little circle.
If you go to the very tip top where there's
No, you
arrow.
click and hold.
Oh, you click and hold.
Yeah.
Is that working? Can you see? Okay,
Yep.
sorry. Okay, cool. Okay, carry on.
Okay, so this druid is trying to throw fireballs at Vesemir, but he fails. This one here is kind of starting to figure out this is probably not the best place to be, and he starts to scamper off. Now it's Rictavio's turn. And Rictavio's going to come down here, and he's going to start wailing on this druid here.
Yeah, Rictavio, yeah.
Finally, Rictavio.
That's fun.
Oh, now he fights? Wow.
Yeah, he only brought your guy back from the dead.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm indebted to Rictavio now.
I love him.
Sorry, Mr. Mayor.
It's all good.
Oh, damn. Okay, so he comes in and he does the thing with the sword and the hilt, like with the thumb. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Where he pops the sword out, and he does the signature 2 slashes, and then he hilts it again, and the spiritual weapon comes and boom, it decapitates the druid here because he rolled really freaking high.
Wow.
Boom. So that one's down. Small Drex, go get some vengeance.
Yeah, he's freaking out down there. All right. So I'm gonna rush this guy right here with my warhammer. It's 25 feet.
With your bone
My
warhammer,
bone, solid bone,
no metal at all.
skull for a hammer part, entwined and sticks all wrapped up.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just gonna baseball that style and just try to smack him with it.
You're gonna hit an old man.
I hit an old man.
Not with that roll, you ain't.
I just swing and spin in a circle.
Vesemir, go.
I rush this dude. It's like, no one's leaving. And as I'm running towards him, I do like a blood magic spell on my hand and point at him. And I cast Blood Curse of the Marked, and all my crimson right damage doubles.
Oh my god. Okay, let's see it.
I'm fighting with this guy. Probably roll really shit.
Or you crit.
Big happy.
So 7 plus 5
Big damage.
plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2. So
Okay.
6.
No, that's fine. That's enough. already did the math. So this guy, he's starting to see that things are going downhill. No pun intended. And he's like, oh shit. He starts running away. Vesemir, what do you do as he's running? You kill him. How do you do this?
So I guess I'd run like directly towards him with like hate look, and I just jump and just try to slash him in half from shoulder to shoulder down
Yeah, so you
with my fiery sword.
you hack this old man asunder with your fiery sword,
Yes.
You chose the wrong side.
and you go, no survivors.
I blacked out, like I can't tell reality anymore. I just pure bloodlust.
So this one's dead. This one is going to say the druidic version of "Holy shit," and he's going to disengage, and he's going to try to go this way.
I
No
look at
survivors.
I just look at him like
You do what's
the monkey
Yeah.
from
no. You remember the scene in Anchorman where they're having the fight, and that one dude with the cowboy hat throws another dude, and he's just like, "Oh, Lil, it's your turn."
Okay. Oh, the guy that's running away. Can I see him, or can I like make a strike against him?
I would say you can because the statue's now crumbled.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Shocking Grasp. Just kidding.
Who?
I don't do a damn thing.
No.
Wait, isn't that a touch spell?
You guys are giving me all of your good
Oh, it
rolls.
is, you're right. It's not a range spell, sorry.
Do you want to try that one again?
Yes, I do!
Okay,
Yay.
Eldritch Blast it is.
there you go.
Yeah!
That hits. All right, so all right, you kill him. How do you do that?
I just casually blast off a rippling thunder effect at him and turn around and say that I really need some coffee.
I just imagine that as he's running, it just smacks him in the back of the head, and he just doesn't move after that.
Ah,
All right, Deluxe, it's you now.
Wait,
sorry.
you killed my target?
Sorry. Come at me.
I'm gonna throw my silver daggers again at this fellow here.
These guys are not having a good time anymore.
This fight went south so bad for these dudes.
Massacre.
This fight was a roller coaster of emotions. All right, you kill him too. How do you want to do this?
Yes. I throw one dagger and it swirls through the air and it lands in his chest, and then I throw the second dagger and it goes right between the eyes, just to his face.
Who's the bad guys here? Hold on.
Hey, we're all shades of gray.
This druid's like, I'm not going down without a fight. This last remaining druid.
Can we try to restrain him?
No, he's gonna cast Underway.
Get some answers on the.
Oh no.
Can we get information out of him? Like, what if we
You can
tie him up, torture him? No.
after small Drex makes me a Constitution saving throw.
Well, hopefully that's good enough.
It's not. You take 13 points of damage and get pushed up 10 feet.
Poor small tracks.
No.
I'm just looking at you bastards.
What's really ironic is this was supposed to help me get my alignment back to being good.
Yeah.
But it came at the cost of everybody else.
Everyone else's alignment goes back.
We're all evil
Everything
now.
has a cost.
Oh shit.
All right, so it's Rictavia's turn, and he's starting to think maybe this isn't the group for him.
Oh no, Rictavio.
However, he is still going to run up to this druid here and do the little three hit combo. Let's see. Ooh, okay, he does it. And he also decapitates this last remaining druid as well.
He's questioning us.
All right, so
Are we the baddies?
we're out of combat now.
All right, I walk up here and pick up my sword.
I immediately plop down on the ground. I actually go and I sit like near the base of the statue. I plop down and start meditating.
I just go. I'm just like, I need a breather, guys. I'm
gonna warm my hands.
Just give me a second.
Okay, actually, let me bring you guys back to the proper map. Hold on.
I'm gonna pull a cigarette out and light it on.
Yeah. I'm just staring belly into it, just kind of like traveler. Oh, traveler.
Okay, so I'm actually going to remove the fog of war here because, whew, Jesus. All right, so now you guys can see everything clearly. So hold on, just let me remove these druids because they're no longer a problem.
Yeah.
Oh, what about
Strahd can lead too, please.
Yes.
Please.
No more straw. No more
Okay.
straw. No more straw. Yeah.
Okay, so Lilith, as you're meditating, you kind of feel like you're on the verge of a breakthrough. However, there's something nagging you at the back of your mind. It's like there's something that's like we're not quite done here yet.
Do I?
Oh, by the way, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. I just want to get this out of the way. By the way, you see this wall here of fog?
Yeah.
It's actually showing what looks like a city through the fog. It's actually creating like a portrait of a city.
Does it look familiar?
Let's see. As you look west into the curtain of fog, you see a white fortress on a hill above a great city. The city appears quite distant, maybe a mile away. The fog obscures all detail, but you can hear what sounds like the echo of a church bell. But what the city is, you can't quite make out.
Does it look like water? Don't take us back. Don't make me go back to Waterdeep.
No, go on.
Can I figure out what is that's not right? I mean, we came here to stop the ritual. We stopped the ritual, so I'm not sure what. Although we have no idea what the ritual was.
Yeah, we didn't let him get that far.
I was hoping we'd keep at least one dude alive.
Well,
Damn it.
let me see. You see the roots retracting back through the ground, and you see they start making their way through back over in this direction here.
Ooh. I want to follow it down this little path. Just gently move my token to make sure I don't die.
Okay.
Right
Yeah.
behind you.
Yeah, same.
Okay. At the south end of the hilltop is a sickly copse, a grove of dead trees and shrubs with a huge misshapen tree at its core. Blood oozes like sap from its twisted trunk. Embedded in the tree is a shiny battle axe beneath which lies a humanoid skeleton.
Does it look like the humanoid skeleton tried to attack it and died, or
Let me see.
more ritualistic and it looks like it was placed there?
It actually like the axe is embedded into it, and you can kind of determine from the way the skeleton is like laid out that when it was living, it had held on to the axe, but naturally when it died, its grip faltered and it failed.
Can I sense any form of magic around it?
Let me see. Yeah, actually, make me our Arcana check. Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Okay. So you've heard of something like this particular tree, and you kind of connect the dots from the gash from the axe and the way the roots work and whatnot. This is something called a blight tree, also known as a Gulthias tree. And you know that it's named as such because it is essentially a vampiric plant. And whatever the ritual was, it had to do with this tree.
Is this? Are we talking about like this thing in the middle here? This?
No. Yes, that thing.
So is it an actual tree still, or is it a stump of a tree?
It's still a tree.
And you said that was an axe?
Yeah, there's an axe embedded at the base of it.
It's
And
like
there's
somebody
dead
tried to chop it down.
Yeah, I tried to chop it down and that guy died.
We're gonna get
Suck
attacked by tree people.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I can set it on fire. I'm pretty good at that, apparently.
I mean, we all have alchemist fire. We can all.
Just set this whole hill on fire.
Yeah. We could all surround the tree and just all throw alchemist fire at the same time.
Do it.
Just set the whole of Barovia on fire.
I have one left. Is the axe metal?
The axe is metal.
Just curious.
It is. I'm sorry.
What if it's like electrified, like how you're trying to conduct the electricity through the metal or whatever? I don't know.
Well, the axe, it's not. It is metal, but the handle is carved with a visage of leaf and vines.
Does it look old?
It actually, despite the fact that the corpse or the skeleton it looks ancient, the axe looks brand new.
Can I do like an investigation or arcana check or something to see if there's anything special about it?
You can do an arcane check, yeah.
With advantage?
No.
Damn it!
Do you want to roll an investigation check?
Yeah, let me try that.
Okay. Oh, also, what's your alignment?
My
Uh-oh.
alignment is actually I don't think I ever picked one. I don't know what I've been playing as. You guys like a chaotic good.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
There you go, chaotic good.
So, when you pick up the battle axe, you notice that it weighs a lot lighter than a normal battle axe should. You've handled battle axes before and stuff like that, but this thing, it's like, wow, it's like really light.
I tell the group, it's like, whoa, this is very light. I start like doing things with it, you know.
Can I check it out?
Yeah, here you go.
Oh wait, did I detect anything with my 13 or no?
The arcane, you detect that it is a magic battle axe. But exactly what that magic entails, you're not quite sure. Do you grab the battle axe?
Yes.
Okay. So,
Yes.
no, that's fine. That's fine. So, when you do that, the vines on the handle grow thorns, and when and it's like as Lilith is reaching it, the thorns start growing on the vines, and when she grabs it, she takes 1 piercing damage from the thorns.
I'm like, whoa, it doesn't like you, and I just kind of like hold it back so she doesn't get hurt again.
Yeah.
And I hear the traveler somewhere in the back of my brain be like, "Why would you touch that?" Alright, so yes, I tell this to the group, and I tell them that I think it has something to do with the curse. Or the curse that I had placed on me.
Maybe you have to suffer through it and hold it and cut down the tree. while punishing yourself and taking down the evil vampire tree.
I'm not Jesus, stop this.
Oh, we just got taken down from Twitch.
Yep, that's it. We're banned.
Up to us.
All right, well, that was tonight's stream. Everyone have a good night.
Does anybody else want to take a?
Yeah, I'm gonna
I'm tempted to try and like shove down this tree with the axe.
try to pick the axe up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you gonna look at the tree? Are you like?
Oh, we haven't investigated the tree.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's
All
look
right.
at the tree.
Okay.
All right, let me see some nature checks. It needs to be nature checks. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Nature.
Oh,
Ouch.
we are so good.
What are trees?
It's a tree. They're like, it's a tree. Just burn it. It's a tree. I don't see the problem.
Oh my god. Can
Just burn it.
Rictavio take a look at it?
Yeah. Does Octavio recognize it?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Let me see here.
He's on my side. Come on now.
I just want you guys to realize that it was 4, 5, 7, 8.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Rick Tommy was like, yeah, it's a tree. No, hold on. What does he have to say? Well, he doesn't have nature, but let me see.
Yeah, I didn't have nature either.
Oh,
Rick Tommy was like, I know exactly what the problem is. He rolled a 17 on his nature check.
Nice.
Rick Tommy was like, all right, like, here's what we got to do. You're gonna this Golthias tree. You can't just kill it by chopping it down. You have to completely uproot it. You have to somehow manage to tear down this tree. Or, if anybody knows what the Hallow spell is, we can take it down that way.
I have no spells. I know the fire spell.
I know a lot of fire spells. I know a lot of
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Well, I have a. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Go on.
I have a hempen rope. I could tie the rope around it. And we could all try to yank it out of the ground or something. Like pull it real hard.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to uproot it.
Yeah,
I don't
pull it
think
out of the ground.
Without the wall here, we definitely can't do
Oh
that.
yeah.
I have decent strength.
Oh yeah, I have good strength.
If we all work together, I think we should be fine.
It's a tree.
I was sitting here like, have you guys ever tried pulling stuff?
Well, I figure we will dig around it and uproot it, and like I don't know.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Can I cast Sacred Flame on it? Can I?
Sacred Flame is actually radiant damage. It's not fun.
So sorry. Can I encase it in Flaming Sphere?
What?
Flaming Sphere.
Oh, Flaming Spear?
I was giving you attitude. Sorry.
No, it's like I thought you said Lightning Spear. Like, wait, that's not a spell, is it?
Yeah, come here.
Lightning
Oh, rude, baby. I also have a flask of holy water.
Let's see. Let me take a look at this Hallow spell.
Can I do another check?
For what?
I don't know. Nature again? Oh wait, we already know what happened. Intelligence to see if I can come up with a plan.
Well, you kind of figure because it's a tree. If you want to, what you can do is you can try to cut it and then uproot it. But if you try to uproot it right now, you're gonna need like a team of horses and stuff like that.
What do you guys say? Want to give it a shot?
Has anyone else tried to pick up the axe?
I have.
I don't know if I actually did.
Yeah.
We did some checks there beforehand.
Was it heavy for small drags? Did he get poked?
The small drags pick it up.
He
Yeah.
tried.
I'm gonna try to pick it up. Yeah.
Okay, what's your alignment, small drags?
Chaotic neutral.
Chaotic neutral. Okay, so when you go for it, the vines grow. I mean, the vines grow thorns again, and you also take 1 piercing damage.
Okay.
I mean, you can still hold it. You just take the 1 piercing damage. That's not like shit, and then you drop it.
Can Lilith also hold it?
Mhm.
Oh.
Can I hold it and attempt to cut the tree? Like, can I attempt to like axe the tree?
What are you gonna ask it?
Ah, you
Yeah, so you can attempt to axe the tree. I need to see a attack roll for it.
Okay. Hand axe. Wait, actually, I do have a hand axe.
It's weird. It's, the character sheet's not showing my alignment. I wrote it down and everything.
Where would you
Uh-huh.
find it?
Oh.
We have battle axe, hand axe, or great axe.
It is a battle axe.
Um, sorry, okay.
No, you're fine.
Together to go on to my list.
I can't believe you guys just nuked those druids. Those poor guys. They didn't deserve that.
Why
Were
you
they
trying to kill
attacking
us?
They
Yeah.
didn't deserve that.
We're defending yourselves.
Sweet Jesus, okay.
You're Strahd's minions.
Oh,
Those poor old men.
If Grandpa tries to kill me,
alright, top of the tree.
You chop of the tree.
Top of the tree.
You actually don't swing hard enough to hit its AC. But you do take another piercing damage.
Let's swing again. I'm just gonna keep going. Oh man.
Nope.
oh, oof.
Nope. There you go. That second one's the charm.
Yay.
All right. So whatever damage you're gonna roll an additional D8.
Nice.
Nice.
Should I just keep chopping? How many times do I need to chop it?
Well, hold on. Because when you do that, oh shit! Hold on. When you do that, you see the vines growing amongst the trees themselves. They start to unfurl, and they fall to the ground with a sickening splat noise. And when they hit the ground in a mass of vines, they come back up and they form what look like men created from said vines as they surround you amongst the Gulthias tree.
I have a question.
Yeah,
Did we ever inspect that thing that came out of that thing that I set on fire?
you sure didn't.
Do we inspect that now?
Too late now. So I'm actually. This is going to be another encounter. Do you want to do this, or because it's getting kind of late?
Yeah. Can we just inspect what Jose got? Because waiting for multiple weeks will literally kill me.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I'm about to die too, so.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Shit, hold on. How do you undo?
Control Z.
Command Z, Control Z.
That's what it is. It's not working. That's all right. I'm not worried about it. Oh, gee. Oh, jeez. Why is it not working? What the fuck? Yeah, screw it. I don't need any of these.
I don't need you guys.
I really don't. All right. So we'll wrap this up as you inspect the gem. However, the next session it will begin in combat.
That's fine.
So I will say this is what Vesemir was doing as you were trying to swing at the.
Tree.
Yeah, as I'm going through my martyrdom over here.
Hold on, give me just a moment. I have to do some reading real quick. Okay, roll me an Arcana check. Or Arcana.
This is gonna go great.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Oh, actually, that's pretty decent. You detect as a form of magic from this. It's a unique form of magic. It's not healing. It's more like life giving,
Okay.
and it does grow with a strong but soft green light, and it's about the size of a pine cone. It's roughly in the shape of a pine cone as well.
Like necromancy or something like that.
No, not necromancy. It's more like
Is it like that little thing from Moana?
not quite. um, it's a very old form of magic. Something that's like it's like this is not just heal wounds or cure wounds or something like that. This is actually you kind of get the idea. It's more of a seed than it is an actual magic item itself.
Alright, let me add that to Trello.
That's cool.
Why can't we call it?
Just magic seed.
I'm gonna put green magic seed. And battle axe.
Spiky battle axe.
Magic battle axe that likes good people.
Battle axe that likes good.
For sure we'll get the real name later.
There's no name for it. It's now the battle axe that only likes good people.
Sweet.
All right. So yes, but then these men made of vines surround you as Lilith is hacking down this tree.
Oh crap.
And I will not stop.
Huh?
I said, I will not stop.
Ah!
I'm a good person. And that is where we will pick back up next year, actually.
Wow, we have to wait a whole year?
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable.
Oh yeah.
Alright, thank you guys for joining us. Whoever is watching, I think it's just me and like 2 other people. We'll see you all next year. Have a nice New Year's and Christmas and whatever you celebrate.
Everything else in between.
Bye!
Bye.